Mhm. Okay, so where we are, farming. I think my friend is in the farm. I don't know. He's just standing there. I jumped up, jumping up and down. I don't think he's seeing me. Okay. So let's see what has to be done on the farm. See where we're at. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got here we've got soybeans. And back here we've got canola. And here is grass, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And the soybeans are fertilized, probably weeded. Canola not. Grass is. Grass is probably ready to harvest again. Growing. So this probably could be fertilized again. The canola at the back. Don't know. Not sure what the plan is, but let me get a tractor going. Let me get a tractor going and go to the back field. I'm pretty sure the back field looks good, so let me check it out. Oh yeah, it looks like grass to me. If I get out, check it out. It's, yep, growth, ready to harvest. Okay, so let's do the, let's highlight the grass and see what it looks like for growth. Growing. Oh, ready to harvest. So, so the new field. The new field is, from what I can see, canola. I guess. Let's jump out and run over there. Yeah, so this new field here is canola growing. It's fertilized. Okay. This stuff looks good. This soybean looks like soybean. Looks like happy soybean. Interesting. Let's go back and get this stuff and mow. God. Sorry. We'll see. We'll see what's happening there. But meanwhile, let's get back to the game. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up the equipment. We got stuff in sheds too. We've got, yeah, we've got a lot of silage. Now, if we look here at our storage, I'm not sure whether it shows that we have silage in storage or not. No. Oh, what's the silage price at, my friends? Silage price is $3.27. Getting there. Should sell it soon. What else do we have? Nothing. We got the wheat. The wheat is $7.24. That'll be good. But just let me get back in my tractor, wherever the hell my tractor is. Yeah. So, do the grass. It's fun to cut the grass. You get a cutty thing for the front. You get a windrow thing for the back, and away we go. Around and around. Before you know it, there you are, done. Then it's time to play with. Oops, no. Going backwards, so let's go like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. I gotta check let me just check the Facebook for a sec here. That a friend who said that it was her turn to sign up this morning. She's 70 and over, and just her luck, Ontario's run out. They've run out of vaccines. go. Go away, pigeon. I'll be back. I'll be right back here. Well, sorry, I'm just trying to be proactive for a couple of weeks in this spring here. That one wasn't too bad, especially when there's one that's perched there with a twig saying, ooh, oh, just looking. Yeah, you're just looking. Go away. Go away, birds. Silly birds. Okay. Well. As always, it's part of the, we are now doing the adventure. Unfold the Wind Rover. Wind Rover. And put it down. Turn it on. So, unfold this one. And lower it. And turn it on. Unfold this guy. And lower it. And turn it on. Hello.
Hello.
How is my wounded friend?
Oh, I'm okay. I was cleaning the drip tray from my espresso maker and I sliced my finger open on the metal.
There should be a recall of that.
Paper cut. No, it's all right. It was my own stupidity. I probably should take a file and just
round it off.
File the a little bit, yeah.
Even with a, yeah.
So
like an emery paper thing. Well, my delivery came. I now have a bathtub mat, so that's good. It's sort of vague. You have,
excellent.
You have to sort of wait around. I mean, they'll phone, but I probably won't miss the phone call. But the phone to let them in, and if I don't let them in, I think they just call random numbers in the building because they phone up and it sounds worse than a train station or a bus terminal. It's just yes. I'll press 9 and let you in. And they show up. I have no idea what you just said. They just...
Well, that's great. You could inadvertently let some sort of criminal into the building.
I could, yes.
Granted, if it was regular good audio, you probably could do the same anyways.
Yes, yeah. Well, I was expecting the guy, so, if anything. But, and sometimes it takes them a while because you let them in and they've got 5 deliveries. So you're standing with your door open. Hello.
So it looks like manual weeding, mechanical weeding does not change the soybeans.
Well, you know, I looked when I first came on the map earlier. I looked and they looked okay, and now I look and they're sad. I mean, they're brown, right? Is that what you see?
Yeah.
I saw green before, I'm sure. Maybe it was last night I looked at them. They look beautiful.
Well, I mean, they're ready to harvest now.
Yeah.
They're not the usual golden, bushy soybeans that we are used to. I think it's just the texture on the map.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're bad. They're still
No,
good.
no,
Right?
no, no. And we've got other stuff that has to. I think what was you put canola in that other field?
Yeah, I did, and actually I should probably fertilize that.
It's been fertilized.
It's fertilized 50%, but now that it's started growing, I need to
Oh,
fertilize
okay,
it.
I got you. Oh, you fertilized it before. Yeah, yeah. And this grass is ready once again.
Yeah, so it's a slow Monday. Finally heard back from that one COVID patient that
Oh, good. That's not dead.
yeah, I'm like, "Oh, hi. I'm so glad to hear from you. I'm glad to know that you're doing okay."
Yeah. Hello. Oh yeah, I'm fine.
So, she was a little bit snarky. I think she was annoyed that she had to go through the process with me because she is a research coordinator
Oh,
working on a COVID-19 study.
oh. So perhaps
So,
up.
like, she kind of already knows the gambit, and she didn't really need me to walk her through it, but I had to for legal reasons.
Yeah.
So, it's probably kind of annoying for her.
Hmm. Yeah, I had a friend go online said, just my luck today. I'm finally in the age group to sign up in Ottawa, and they've run out of vaccine. Now,
Yeah.
this was a Facebook statement. I was not able to find anything in the news, and didn't hear anything on the news saying that they have run out of vaccine in Ottawa. So I suspect she might have heard somebody tell somebody, or maybe she read they ran out of vaccine in Wheeling, West Virginia, and who knows? It's Facebook talk.
Yeah, like, what does the Ontario Public Health Authority say?
Nobody said nothing except this person. And other people, oh yeah. Everybody agreed. So yeah, okay, fine. Pity the fool. Oops. Oh, I probably could go wider on that.
It's interesting to see that several provinces have halted the AstraZeneca vaccine based on this spurious claim that it causes blood clots in a young adult population.
Yeah.
In my professional epidemiological opinion,
Yeah. Well, at PEI,
I'm
PEI
willing.
did. Yeah, medical. Well, they said the scientists in PEI were baffled. They're like,
Well, this is okay. So
why have we done
the
this?
news media is a huge problem for scientific communication because they get to pick and choose who they have to talk about the science. And a lot
Yeah.
of the time, they pick people that aren't trained well enough to explain it well to the public. And what you get as a result is miscommunication of mass media around science and people freaking out about the vaccine not working or
You get
killing people. And
you get a nice soundbite though.
let's be very clear that the AstraZeneca vaccine has not killed anyone.
No.
And that my best guess is that this is a spurious claim based on some arbitrary anomalous pattern in the data.
Exactly.
Because correlation does not
Yeah.
equal
Causation. Yeah.
right? Is
Yeah.
there any strong association or associative evidence that suggests that AstraZeneca vaccines cause blood clots in this group?
Well, no.
There's no data. So I think what we're seeing happening is these provinces are going, okay, well, we're not gonna dismiss this information because we care about the livelihoods of our citizens. So we're going to halt and review the evidence ourselves and come up with our own conclusion. And I think that's totally reasonable. But I think the way that it's being portrayed right now by the news media, people are going to perceive that differently.
Yeah.
They're going to say, "Oh, there's something wrong with the vaccine because they've halted
Yeah.
dispensing it."
Yeah.
But really, it doesn't have anything to do with that. They're reviewing the evidence and assessing whether or not it's safe. And I mean, the most likely outcome is that it is.
But unfortunately, people are
I
going
get so fired up about how news media just totally fucks over our world.
Yeah, but I mean, then people are going to see that. Well, okay, they said it was okay, and then it's then you've got the
The
case.
damage is done.
Yeah, you got the case like what Trump did with Fauci. Well, Fauci said, you know, don't use these masks, and now he's saying use these masks. So you can't.
Yeah.
He changed his mind, so you can't trust anything he says.
The message, I think, from the NAIC, the National Advisory Committee on Immunizations, who has halted a lot of this AstraZeneca vaccine in several provinces, the message should be that we're not saying that it's not safe. We're saying that we need to review the evidence for ourselves and make sure that this random claim that it causes blood clots is untrue.
Yeah. Or it's random. Yeah.
And I think it's not unreasonable for Canadian authorities to do this, because we can't go on the claims of other countries or other organizations elsewhere in the world, right? Because they operate under different scientific standards than we do in Canada.
Well, and part of this whole vaccine rollout is it's acting like a trial, really, because it's so new. We're having to look at data. We're getting real-time data. Like like we've proven it before. It's tested and everything, but we haven't tested it.
That's a good observation, right?
We haven't tested it on 5 billion people.
That's exactly it. So we have a unique opportunity here to observe a natural experiment.
Yeah.
Like the randomized control trials that are used to test the efficacy of the vaccine that have been developed are all well and good and under very strict controlled conditions with placebo groups, etc. But it's not a natural experiment.
No.
Right? So the thing is like they chose subgroups of people who didn't have any comorbidities, people of not a diverse race.
Yeah.
These were specific to certain populations. Like, for example, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, I think, was only tested among African and Brazilian populations. That's totally different than the Canadian population.
Yeah.
So I think, epidemiologists worldwide are going to really be salivating in the next couple of years to look at the data from these vaccines long term. And we're going to learn a lot about it, and it's very exciting.
Mm.
But we have to go through that process as a society. And I think, vaccine hesitancy is a real issue around being able to properly study that.
Mm.
Because what are the characteristics of the people who are more likely to be vaccine hesitant? So are these older populations? So
oh yeah, that skews your study because you've got a whole chunk of people.
So the question then becomes, if it's older populations who are more vaccine hesitant, are we truly getting a representative sample of those of the older population who are vaccinated?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Or maybe we are. I don't know. Like it's kind of interesting. I think the results will be more or less conclusive. But bigger data does not mean that your findings are more rigorous and valid.
Yeah, bigger doesn't mean better.
Right. Yeah. Bigger is, I think, with big data, the more data you have, the more problems you have. The more random patterns and correlations and relationships you find. Hence, blood clots in this random age group. Like, I would like to see the population characteristics of that age group of the people who participated in the vaccine for AstraZeneca. Like, what are their characteristics? Is there some inherent variable or factor within this subgroup of 18 to 29-year-olds who are just at higher risk for developing blood clots because they come from a subset of the population that are, you know.
Well, my
Yeah.
sister's reaction, which was she thought was a severe one, but she said there was no call this number, so it sounds like there was no. They kept her information maybe for a random sampling next year, but but there was nothing on collecting data on reactions to see who was mild, who was medium, who was severe and stuff. But she was
Well, that data is
like that would help. That would help.
because it'll be in her electronic medical record.
Well, no,
For
not really, because she just went home and was achy breaky for a week.
oh.
That sort of thing. That kind of reaction. Whether she spent a week with.
But she didn't have any sort of interaction with healthcare as a result of her reaction from the vaccine.
No, that's the thing. But she just she was really cold, so she wore her heavy coat when everybody else was going around in shorts and stuff like that. And then after several days, it was okay, and her arm was better and stuff. She was initially speculating, well, at least the good news was that means that her body really has produced really good antibodies, so she's got even a better resistance than somebody who had no reaction. And I said, well, maybe or not. So I got her to admit maybe or not. We don't know. Just because your arm, just because you swole up and somebody else doesn't. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the fact is she didn't have a severe reaction, and she didn't die.
No.
And she recovered, and so, people are going to react differently, of course.
Yeah.
But, one of the largest surveillance studies right now that we have from vaccines that have been administered around COVID-19 has shown that of, nearly 2 million people, a sample of 2 million people in the US, less than 1% had adverse reactions to the vaccine. And of all those individuals who had adverse reactions, they were treated and nobody died. So, and that less than 1% is less than 1% of 1.8 million people in that sample. So that's a pretty small percentage of people who are going to have adverse reactions, and chances are those people had adverse reactions because of the additives or the preservatives that are in the vaccines, not necessarily the vaccine itself. But I mean, you have to look at the data in more detail to conclude that. But they are safe. They are safe, and the media keeps questioning and speculating that they may not be safe, and it's really frustrating because it's creating this distrust in science, and we have media to blame for that. The news is a huge problem, and social media, but I mean,
they're chasing the sound bites, and
well, it sells, right?
Yeah.
And it's really frustrating because it makes it really hard to get people to have trust in science. And
yeah, nobody's going to buy a story. Man drives down the street, doesn't hit anything, goes home.
Yeah, there's nothing to report on there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all
Well.
so hysterical.
So I got the correct wagon now, I think. I had carefully deleted the wrong wagon. So now I have the right one. That wagon set. I thought we had wanted the Pirelli, Pavelli, or whatever like this, but no. Okay, so we're good now. I'm good now. And I started up my game, and I was going to buy my new trailer, or pick up my new trailer at the garage, and I drove by a corn harvester sitting in the middle of the highway.
What?
Ah, yes. I picked up a contract last night for corn harvesting, and then it got dark in the game, so I just stopped. That would be my corn harvester.
Oh.
Because that's what I thought at first. What the? Yeah. No. But the corn harvester I think is just a four wide or something. It's a very narrow head, so it's going to take forever. I guess maybe the corn is spaced farther apart. I think my sister watches my streams sometimes, probably via Facebook, because she said she looked the other day and I was pulling something. She didn't know what I was doing. Something with these long arms. I said, yeah, well, yeah. A lot of them. Oh,
the sprayer.
Maybe it was the sprayer. Someone drove down the street and didn't hit anyone? Yeah, I got to call my mom and post on Facebook. Thanks, Cromwell. Yes, it's news.
Better post it on Facebook and call it a conspiracy, citing that the guy actually did hit something, but the news media is covering it up.
Ah, that's good. I like that.
Son of a bitch. It must be painful to live in constant paranoia like that.
Well, I mean, it's a challenge, I guess, to decide what conspiracy theory to believe in.
Because there are conspiracies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They definitely are conspiracies that exist.
But I mean, if you're sitting in the bar posting on Facebook about the dangers of cell phone radiation from cell phones, well, that must be difficult. Because
yeah. Some people just don't have anything better to do with their time.
Yeah. Well, that's true. We used to just argue in bars about things, and
Well, and that was it.
And that was it. It was just yeah.
But because of social media, somebody on the other side of the world can read exactly what you thought.
Well, no. First of all, everybody in the bar whips out their phone and they start checking what you just said.
Yeah.
And that usually doesn't, depending what kind of stuff you're looking for, they may find 5 different sites with 5 different opinions, so that doesn't help. You chose silage bunkers that are too small. So I was looking at silage bunkers, but the thing with silage bunkers, then how do you get it? It's difficult to get it out of the bunker.
You can use a loading wagon.
Oh, and just pull it through the bunker? Because somebody was talking about, well, you can use a front end loader, and I'm thinking, yeah, maybe you could, but
yeah, you can use a loader too. Yeah.
Does that take forever, or is it?
Well, the thing is the bunker, if you place it right, you can set it so that you can drive through it. So you can basically just go right through it with a baler or a loading wagon and just bale through the whole thing, right?
Okay. But like, would that be more efficient for grass to have just? I don't know.
Not in our case, because we bale directly on the field.
Yeah, I mean
you're adding another step by adding a silage bunker.
Yeah. I was thinking you can only like you can mow the field 3 times and then just windrow it once and bale it and everything once, but that doesn't really do you any good because then you got 700 bales to worry about.
Well, it's still the same quantity.
Yeah, you still got all those bales.
I mean, I think the time output is probably more going over it a few times windrowing than it is to just bale.
Yeah.
Because you got to move it all and you got to make sure that it's all right and then bale it.
Yeah. Whistleblower has been put in jail for exposing corruption. Yes, that's the risk. Well, that's why there is whistleblower legislation in various places to try to protect people. It can be a difficult moral decision. Covered in shows like Parks and Recreation. I never really watched Parks and Recreation. I've started watching it. It's an old show.
I've heard Parks and Rec is like one of the best shows.
Well,
Never watched it myself.
Yeah, well, it's got Aubrey. There's a small part is Aubrey Plaza, and she's such a funny, dark person, and they have her on talk shows, and she just comes on and she makes these dark remarks, and they're not really sure if she's serious or not. Just it's quite cute. One of these people. They're not. So I guess we're gonna have to get her on the show, but she's weird. Like when Letterman got Madonna, and I think she just called him out for being fake or phony or something, and I don't know. She did all sorts of weird things. Talked about peeing in the shower because it's good for your feet. I used to like watching Craig Ferguson. That Scottish lad. Although he would flirt shamelessly with the ladies on his show. And they, in turn, geez, I'm down to this last little bit here, I think. All right. Time flies when you're mowing grass.
I bought a new riding mower.
Ah. Instead of that little one?
Yeah.
Is it bigger? Does that have...
No, it's one of the mulchers, and it's a little bit faster. So...
Mulcher meaning what? So does it leave a swath you can do something with, you mean, or?
No, it's just faster.
Ah.
Faster than the Profi Hopper.
Does that have a whip antenna with a flag?
It's got a little roll bar.
Oh. Oh, damn, I hate it when that happens. We just leave this little square. It's gonna bother me. Maybe I need to go around my edges here, just in case. Sometimes the game doesn't let you harvest. So, Cromwell, why you ask, and others, hopefully everybody is having a, well, I won't say fabulous day, but a decent day for a Monday. It allegedly is Monday. It's the end of Monday, so that I suppose is good news.
I'm patiently waiting for my moccasins to arrive.
Yeah.
They're out for delivery today, so should be
Ah.
here in the next couple hours.
Ooh. Do you have moccasins now that you're just upgrading to, or?
No,
Ah.
that's what makes it even more exciting.
Ah.
So I always wear like knitted slippers, but I just blow through them. Like I put a hole in them really quickly because I don't know.
I'm usually socks or bare feet.
Yeah, I don't
I like
usually
like
I don't know. I like bare feet. I do. I don't know why I suddenly started wearing socks. I think it's because my feet just got cold. Plus, I don't like to use my pedals without socks.
Oh, I like that. I prefer my pedals with bare feet. I like to, I like to use the use my big toe on the brake and my little toe on the on the gas. Just
And eat your lunch with the other foot.
yeah, yeah.
Chopsticks and all.
Chopsticks and all. Yeah. Okay, lift it, fold it. Hey, Uncle Howie, you downloaded the Alone Oak? And it's the perfect start for my dairy farm. Ah.
Lone Oak is a great map.
When I was looking through my mods, I have 2 different versions of that replenishment
Oh, really?
container. Yeah.
Maybe an old update.
I don't know. Or I might have got one off the site, one off some other site and one off the farm mod site. So I need to go through and figure out which is the. And I have 2 of them installed on my game, so so I need to who's the best one? Who's the newest one? Yeah, Cromwell. Ah, well that works too. Yes. I got a particular style of socks that I like from Mark's Work Warehouse, so I tend to buy like 6 pairs of them or 8 pairs of them, whatever. So they're all the same. So when one sock develops a hole, we're okay.
Yeah, I just have all black socks so that I don't have to sit there trying to match socks.
Yeah. I might have Christmas socks, and I think I have a pair of RCMP socks, and a few of these styles, but I got the RCMP socks from a friend. Also, I also got a handcuff key, so from her. So just because I was writing stories about cops, she said, "Here, this will motivate you." Okay, let's put all this shit away. Yeah. Howie doesn't believe my story. Why I've got a handcuff key. It does. It is good for a conversation piece in the bar. You know, just casually put your keys on the bar top. Shit. Okay, never mind. What's over here? Stuff over here? Oh yeah, Bailey Baylor wagon. Oh, what's the silage like? Should we be thinking of selling silage? She sells silage by the seashore?
I haven't looked.
Let me take a little peek
Let's take a look
here.
here.
330. Lessons learned for the day. Oh, how he uses a forage harvester instead of a mower for collecting grass. Then what? Then you have a silage pit? Is that what you would do? You would have a silage pit then and dump it from the forage harvester into the silage pit? And then how do you get it from the silage pit to the selling point? Ooh, looks cloudy today.
Patiently waiting for my
Here.
review on this grant so I can go ahead and submit it to the federal government.
A review from whom?
So the University of Alberta requires all funding applications to go through their research services office. There's a intense multi-level signature process, so it has to be signed off by the Faculty of Medicine Dean, the chair of the Department of Medicine, the director of the Division of Endocrinology, and then the chair of the Office of Research. Before it can be submitted. And it's like usually it takes anywhere from 5 to 10 days because each of them have to review it.
And they have
It's very
day
long
jobs.
and arduous.
Yeah.
That is their day job.
Yeah, no, but I mean they got a pile of stuff to go through. It's like, you know, they're not just waiting for you to.
Yeah, correct.
Howie, I feel like I added a step by windrowing and using a forage wagon to pick it up.
Well, if you're not going to bail it, then you're done.
Yeah. Because I think you've added a step with a forage wagon. Because your forage wagon, you dump it as silage, and then when you run back and forth to squish it. But then once it's silage, then you have to use a loader or something and put it on a flatbed or whatever, wherever you put it, and take it to the silage store. Is the only silage store the biogas place?
No.
No. Okay. Not like they'll take a wagon.
Well, depends if it's loose silage or not.
That's what I'm not
'Cause
sure.
the grass can be sold in the same place where you sell the silage bales.
Yeah. I don't know how that works.
It depends on the map. Some maps have
Oh, don't have to fold it. I left it unfolded and down, so. Fine then. Yes. We sometimes have that feeling, Howie. Actually, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Is he talking about masochism again?
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
I had a terrible sleep last night.
Oh.
We had this crazy windstorm.
Oh, yeah,
Like
you had
crazy.
that. Yes, that's right. You had
It was
that.
wild. The whole house was shaking.
That's right. You
I
had.
hardly slept. I
Yeah,
slept like 3 hours probably.
you're probably dreaming of that you were in Kansas or something, or
Oh, it was
with
wild. And then
with
we had all this snow.
total barking.
It's like minus 20 here.
Wow. Well, that helps. Oh, the town near you got an F2 tornado in Vermont. Wow. Hopefully near the town and not in the town.
Yeah.
Knocked a barn over, tipped a car, blew out windows in an old folks' home. Oh. Jesus. It's going to be pretty upsetting for the old folks. They're sitting there saying, Jesus, COVID? Now we got a freaking tornado in Vermont? I tried to lead a good life. What's happened? Maybe you were, maybe you were not sleeping well, Bender, because you had 5 coffees yesterday.
I had 3
Oh,
double
okay.
shots.
Oh, well, 3 doubles. Yeah.
But that's only about, that's less than 400 milligrams, 300 milligrams.
Yeah, they're probably less than my dark roast are 16 ounce.
Your drip coffee has more coffee than what I have in a double shot.
Especially since they're 16 ounce. So, yeah. I usually have 1.5 because it gets cold.
Well, the thing is, so I built this mechanism for our screen door for our patio so that it auto shuts behind you.
Oh, okay.
So I like jerry rigged like a pulley system so that it just with a counterweight so that it closes the door behind you.
Yeah.
But the counterweight, it just hangs there, right? But because it was windy out, the counterweight kept swinging and hitting the side of the house. And I could hear it, and it kept me up all night. I kept hearing it knock on the side of the house, which was like
that's
right above my head.
That's spooky. Yes. I'm sure that's just a counterweight knocking. It's not some ghost. No, no. Well, often while we're sleeping, something will annoy us enough to wake us up, but not annoy us enough to actually get up and, turn off the tap or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this map has, this particular field has the added bonus of things wandering off down the hill and across the road, so that's always nice. Silage 330. We got a bunch of wheat too, which is 739, but not going anywhere. How is Taz doing with the cattle plans?
I don't think he's actually even set up yet. I haven't heard from him, so I don't know.
Oh, he had something that was happening by Monday. Or there was something had to happen before he could move on to things on Monday, I think so. Okay, that one's not going down the hill. Good. Recipes in Discord? No, I'm not a chef. I just put some of my favorite recipes up there.
Oh, I gotta put that recipe for those potatoes that I made.
Ah.
Man, those were good. Mm.
I was surprised by the, speaking of potatoes, I was surprised by the numbers I found, but I wanted to track down exactly how much potassium is in different foods when people say you should have this or you should have that, so it was interesting.
Yeah, man, potatoes are the famine food.
They are.
I love potatoes. Delicious. I don't like baked potatoes, though. Like, just a baked potato.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
But, like, French fries, hash browns,
Yeah.
mashed potatoes. Yum.
Yeah. Girlfriend made him. Oh. Gnocchi. My girlfriend made him gnocchi with gnocchi. Is it gnocchi? Yeah.
Yeah. Delicious.
Baked potato have a. Oh well, I don't bake. Well, I don't do. I do microwave potatoes. The advantage of microwave potatoes is, well, it's easier for me to eat the skin.
Did I tell you about this gamba jorim that I made? This Korean potatoes?
I don't think so.
So I diced up these potatoes and I put them in a braising pot and I pan fried them in oil for about 25-30 minutes just to get them cooking and brown them up. Of course, you got to rinse the starch off first before you do that. But and then what I did was I made a braising sauce. So I took soy sauce and brown sugar and mirin, and I mixed it together. And then I added that to the pan and a cup of water to deglaze.
Yeah.
And I simmered it for about another 15-20 minutes. And then after that point, I added honey sesame oil mixture.
Okay.
To it, and I cooked it for an additional 10 to 15 minutes. And it was delicious. They were the best potatoes I've ever had.
Oh, you had a craving for hash browns.
Well, I had them.
I think
we
you'd
had
said
them with our Korean barbecue.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good for potatoes.
It was delicious. They are a little bit labor intensive because all of the cooking time, but it's totally worth it. And
Mm.
then you just season them with like green onion and sesame seeds.
Ah.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
Ah. Yes. You don't mean American Chinese food, yes. Real Asian food. Yeah.
Korean. Yeah, not Western Chinese. Western Chinese is not, in my opinion, it's not real Chinese food.
Mm.
Chinese food for me is like real intense dishes, you know, like
Mm.
crazy noodles and like chicken feet and
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe in 6 months, I'll be going out to restaurants again.
yeah, me too. This field is perfectly done.
Mm. Any nice contracts? I never looked today. Ah, fertilizing. Unfertilizing. Bunch of harvesting. Yeah. I'm not sure what clearing and starting them does. Other than, like, because sometimes it just reloads the same ones. Maybe if it's been up for a while. You know, time has passed in game.
Maybe.
Oh, a little pub on the lake with outdoor seating. Ah. I was using the outdoor seating at my local. That little two-person table. Friend comes
I
along.
always love how you refer to your pub as your local.
Is my local. I mean, when you
I've never heard anybody refer it to that way, but it is
well,
endearing.
when you go in and someone says, "Oh, Mike, sorry, I got your seat here. Sit down."
Yeah,
When they let me have my little seat on the corner. Yeah. But he'd wanted to. I think he came along. I was sitting outside, just at the little table for two, and he's like, "Oh, mind if I join you?" Yeah. Sorry. And he was okay with that. It's no longer 2 blocks away, though. It definitely was local because it was just a 2-block walk to get to it. You know, be sitting outside, and I'm gonna go home and get a sweater. I'll be back. Just leave my beer here. I'll just put a coaster over top so the bugs don't get in. There was a restaurant that closed that I was when I moved in. I was like, oh, this will be good. Looking forward to going there once this is over. And he got shut down. The landlord locked him out, put plywood over the windows, and so either a unthinking, uncaring, abusive landlord or a unresponsive and manipulative tenant, depending on what stories you wanted to read online. So,
Wait, I missed what you were saying. What? What?
well, this little pub,
What happened?
well, this restaurant that shut down, but there was two stories. One circulating, one the story about the landlord's point of view, and one the restaurateur's point of view, and they were quite different. So I've no idea, but the place is empty now. Well, it was empty, and now the plywood's down, and somebody else is putting something up. So maybe
Interesting.
it'll be a pub. Maybe I'll have a local.
I don't want to find out which of my favorite restaurants and pubs have closed down after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because I haven't eaten out at all since, like, February of last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see who's persevered and who hasn't. Not that I'm the only one that's been supporting these restaurants. It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
But I realized, that the joys of cooking at home and, yeah.
They were talking about sales of cheese in France just going through the roof because people are staying at home and cooking. And one of the big ones was that I forget how to pronounce it. Is it Ranclet or Rancet? It's a cheese that you cook up like a fondue and dip chunks of bread into.
Oh, okay. Like a raclette cheese?
That's the name. That's the name. Raclette. Yes. Apparently that's really popular because people are doing that.
I mean, you could just use Velveeta. I think Velveeta is a better fondue cheese than. You add a little bit of cream to it.
Yeah.
My partner made some pretzels.
Yeah.
Homemade pretzels, and brought me some on.
Oh, that'd be good.
It was Friday, I think.
That'd be nice. Wow.
Yeah, it was really good, and made the cheese from scratch. Like, not churning, but like made the cheese dip from.
Yeah. It's getting late in the game. 20-4. I mean, it's late afternoon. Aha, your quarantine life needs this raclette stuff. Well, and the resident chef recommends Velveeta. You'd still need
well, I mean,
good bread.
Velveeta is like lowbrow cheese.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have Korean barbecue again tonight. We still have some meat left over that we need to use up. Pork belly and. Oh, I should marinate that. I should go do that right now. I'm gonna go do that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you'd have that raclette, and then you're gonna have to buy French stick. I looked in the grocery store for maybe it's just because it's a small place. We used to be able to get frozen bread loaves, like unbaked frozen bread loaves that you would just thaw out, throw in a pan, and make fresh bread. And I don't see them in my store, and I don't know whether they're just not a thing anymore, or my Metro grocery is too small. Who doesn't love cheese? Exactly. I think even lactose intolerant people love cheese. I mean, it's... Well, my grocery store used to be an easy walk away, but now it's like a... Well, it used to be maybe a 10 or 10 minute walk, and now it's a 25 minute, half an hour. Yeah, the fair ways. I'm not going to buy a lot of stuff, so I go out once a week. Load up. Okay, so we're not... There we go. We're not firing these bales off properly. They're not getting a chance to really roll somewhere. See, that one's going to get going. That's much better. Oh, don't hit that one. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm playing hit the bale. Got one to roll down and hit another bale, so...
Okay, meat is marinating.
Hmm?
Should probably go fill my water.
Ah, oh, he's gone away. So this farm mode, oh yes, we started with new farmer.
What?
He was asking, first of all, did we start with new farmer? Yes, we did. And what are you marinating it in?
Did I start with new farmer?
Didn't we?
What? I don't understand.
Well,
like a new farm?
Well, the different modes. There's a manager and there's a...
Oh, yeah, we started a new farm, but we started with 1.25 million. I'm marinating it in kalbi barbecue, Korean barbecue marinade. So it's beef short rib and... Oh, I got a phone call. Hang on. Afternoon, Jamie speaking.
Wrap it up. There we go. No, not farm manager. Farm manager is the middle one. When you start up a game, there's the left and the middle and the right, and I think the right is a survival mode, and the middle is manager, and the left is new farmer. And new farmer, even new farmer, you start off with some money and some. You start off with some money and some equipment, and in this particular map, you start off with some equipment and 1.5 million. I think. And a farm. Maybe not a farm. I forget because vendor started it off. Farm manager is 1 million and 250k debt and nothing. Yeah, we didn't do that one, but it might depend on the game. Yeah, we had land equipment 100k, so I think we might have had. I think we might have had equipment and money and no land. Because we picked this, yeah, because that was the issue. That we had to decide where's the game? What farm do we want? And I think we picked this one. We liked the fields, and it was fairly close to the store. So that was our choice to go there. Oop. Do. Okay, so I want that to go that way, like that. There we go. Wrong switch. Okay, how are you gonna go like that? Oh, this might be a bouncer. No. Geez, I had some go right across the road yesterday. I suppose we can try another one. So it's sort of random where they go. Why not use square bales? Because they don't roll. Square bales don't roll. Well, what would be the point of using square bales? They don't roll. I think around bales, I'm not sure if there's a baler that does baling and silage, like wrapping, on square bales. So that would be an issue. I don't think. You end up, we haven't finished yet either. You end up with a hell of a lot of bales. Right? Because they're smaller. These are 1 meter bales. Now we've got a crone baler that just bales, and it does 1.3 meter. We tried doing, I think there's one, which it'll do up to 1.8 meter bales. We tried doing 1.8 meter bales, and we just weren't able to find a trailer and a shed that would do an auto unload nicely. It was just too, I don't know. And I think it was one that Vendor had used before. There's a trailer he had used before for 1.8 meter bales, and it didn't work for 1.8 anymore. Something changed. Somebody changed something in the mod, so fine then. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, might not go very far. We'll have to look. We'll look after and see where it went. Oh, this might work. This might work. There's somebody that's gonna run, Forrest, run. Yep, I wanted to get across the road with at least one. Okay, I have to do a bio break, so I will be, let me just get up here till it stops beeping like that. There we go. I'll be right back. Oh, vintage farm equipment. Yeah. Oh, we've got one tractor. I'll show you after. Okay, my friends, I'm back. Oh, vintage, yes, the vintage equipment would be fun. We've got, I think the only vintage thing we have it's semi-vintage. We've got this Dutz fire tractor. Well, and this Fiat might as well be vintage, but so that'd be a challenge. So vintage farm equipment, like, is there a mod Cromwell or? Might be challenging. Well, I'm not sure where this guy's going to go, really. We can see what he does. I really don't want it to get hung up, though. Oh. Ooh, but don't get stuck on the swath there. So that might be fun. You know, a lot of mechanical stuff. Hey, Aries, how are you doing? We were just talking about vintage farm equipment. Bender's on the farm here with me, and then he got a phone call, so he's whoa, there's a lump there. We'll just drive over that. Doing good. I'm doing good. We are enjoying, well, depending where we are. It's 4:30 here, so it's Monday afternoon. End of the working day, if I was a working person. Run a farm with no more than 100 and it had to be all Russian. Oh, see, that'd be fun too. I already have the math, 135. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I mean, it's nice to find these challenges. You know, what if I do this? What if I do that? It means that you're not going around spraying everything with, 30-meter wide sprayers or whatever the hell. Your 100 horsepower tractor is pulling well, you're not pulling a 10-blade plow, maybe a... Ah, okay, now what can we do here? Oh. It did not run away down the hill. Well, that's disturbing. We'll have to try this one. Maybe we can do this one. Oops, no, we don't want to do that. We want to do this. Keep forgetting which way to turn to make things turn. Okay, you can do it now. Well, maybe we'll get out there. Whoop, 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 whoop-a-lie. You also ran a farm with only the electric tractor from the Ant to Alpine. Oh. I guess that's the thing with this. There's so much variety in this map. There's so many things you can try, different combinations. Yeah. That's what I mean. Or you try, what if I use this? What if I only use John Deere equipment? What if I just use old mechanical stuff? What if I, start on... There's a lot of different ways to challenge yourself in this game. Well, we've got a nice, we've got quite a variety of stuff on our map here of equipment. We've got, oh, this is the new riding mower that he bought. So you got this little Fiat. I think it came with the little, oh no, my map, my Riverton map came with this little Fiat. So we bought it for this map because it's so cute. This old Dutz is far, so a Case Puma, which is upgraded somewhat. We got a man truck to pull the trailer. We've got... maybe we're driving that. We got a bunch of riding mowers. We've got the 6 actually in black. This Silverado. It's a Silverado. We got a forklift for stuff. We got a green cart. We've got a head for a 9-meter head. We've got a plow, we've got a seeder, we got a sprayer, we got another sprayer, we got a mechanical weeder, we got more, windrower, bigger baler, the little baler I'm using, we got an auto loading trailer, oh yeah, and a chainsaw, what else? Nice trailer, weights, silos, houses, blah, 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 so... what do you mean I'm missing out with the international pack? Is the international pack a international? Is international come in the game? I don't see international. Oh, it's a mod. Just looking. There's an awful lot. It's kind of Eurocentric, I guess. I guess maybe that's where the developers are. Grab these while I'm here. Oh, case and international are the same? Gotcha. Okay, so I've got a Massey right now, but my other tractor is a case. And I guess sticking to a particular vendor is a constraint in a way, because sometimes they don't do... He's got a sore jaw. Sometimes they don't do all. A case steam tractor. Oh, you have a... We're still talking in game, aren't we, Cromwell? Interesting. They just sit there if you drop them. Look at that. Hmm. So I've got one. I think I have one in the field. I thought I had one in the field. Yes, over there. Back up here and then. There we go. That might be a bouncer. Not sure how the map decides where these things go. I've the one on my map, or I've got this same baler on my own map, and you can change the color of the bales. So I've got just a light pastel lavender. It's really nice. Well, we're getting there. We're almost done. Then we'll get the special little trailer, the auto load trailer, and then, oh, where's silage price? Do we need to be keen here? Silage is at 331, going up. Where's wheat at? Wheat is not moving. Okay. What else do we have? We have soybeans and canola. I think this is canola here. We have soybeans and canola. The soybeans are, see, they're going up there. Soybeans are a good price, $15.92. You have to look carefully because they like, oh, look, it's going up. That's good. No, this one's already there. And canola is a good price too. And we have the straw me mod, which means that you get straw from things like soybeans and I think sunflowers. There's some crops that don't give straw, but if you have a straw me mod, and then there's another mod that is, I think it's straw in mission. It's called. And basically it, there we go. That one's gonna have fun. So when you do a contract for somebody, you do a straw swath, and you get to keep the straw. And so you do a straw swath, you bale the straw and sell it before you end the contract. And you can make more money on the straw from a contract of wheat than you can from the contract. It's nice. It's very nice. Oh, we left a little lump there we're going to have to take care of. We're getting there, my friends. I just hope we're not left with a partial bail. Well, it doesn't really matter if we're left with a partial bail. It is what it is. But I don't think I have many dribs and drabs to gather if I am missing a tiny bit. Okay, a little lump there. Gives you 1%. Some there. Ooh, I don't think we're not gonna get a bail. What did you say? What did you say, Cromwell? Ah. Maybe I should dial it back then. I've got the Twitch chatbot. My uncle IRL had a steam locomotive at his place in Austin, Texas. There we go. We'll allow that. Runt. It highlighted the word runt. He wanted to run it up here to Ontario, but he couldn't get the railway in Canada to permit him to runt it on their tracks. I know. Well, and I don't really check to see whether my auto mod, with my automatic, you know, if somebody uses an obscenity on my stream, they're not going to come on and say, "Hey, how come I called you an a-hole and the chat wouldn't let me use it?" Like, well, no. So I guess I could check to see periodically to see whether the chatbot has caught things. No, I don't see how it's a bad word. So you're right. It's not the C word. And you know, run to the litter is quite a valid term. It was a typo, but I don't think it's that sophisticated. So yeah. Bizarre. No, just a sec. I'm gonna check where maybe there's a note from Vendertron on my Discord. No. Nope. Oh, he had a phone call. Maybe he's dealing with grant applications and stuff. He does have a day job. What the hell happened here? Yeah. Okay, get this thing and clean everything off here. Lovely. And possibly the tractor's dirty. Although not as dirty. Okay. Okay, get rid of that. into my tractor. And where do I... Oh, I know where I put it. Okay, well, then I'll do this. I put it next to the other baler, but it's easier just to pull through. So I like this. We had two shops. This particular farm we bought had two shops and a little farmhouse. We've added a bigger farmhouse. And I didn't like the two shops. You were kind of limited in how much you could do. Room for equipment, so now we got more slots. All the random mowing stuff goes there. Jeez. Yeah, there's a lot of mowing stuff now. Okay, so now I go collect my silage. Ah, there he is. Oops. Oh, well, that's close. Okay, so I'll go over to my field. And I'm not sure where to find that. I think I just do this to turn it on. I think. It is on. Okay. Yoink.
Okay, I am back.
Good day. Good day to your face.
Sorry about that. I
Yep.
had to contact trace a contact tracer. So.
Ah. Well, you do have a day job. Good. You're in time to see that I was successful in my quest to spread the bales.
To spread the bales. What do you mean?
Well, I have one in the middle of the road.
Oh.
And I have one over in the field.
I'm happy to report that my moccasins have come in, and they are so comfortable, and they are so soft. I'm gonna take a picture.
Well, they're rabbit fur inside. He said, "Oh, that's a hell of a hill."
Yeah, they're rabbit fur. They're wonderful.
My grandfather came to visit one year from up north, and I think he brought me a rabbit's foot from a rabbit he'd killed. And he brought my sister, who was a few years older than me, a teenager, he brought her a rabbit's tail just to use like a powder puff.
Yeah.
She was grossed out. Oops. He was like, "What? It's a rabbit." That's why we have rabbits, so we can trap them and eat them and use the fur.
I love things with real fur. I don't care what anybody thinks. I definitely enjoy real fur. Humanely, of course, right? So, like, the furs that are on these slippers are obviously not, like, they didn't just kill the rabbit for the fur.
Oh no, the
specifically.
kids probably, yeah. Somebody's kid probably runs snares in the wintertime. Brings home
Yeah,
rabbits. Brings home rabbits. They have some, you know, they cook them up for supper, or do a stir fry or whatever the hell. And yeah,
it's great because the proceeds from these go directly to the people who made them, right?
yeah, yeah.
So, oh, gosh.
Oop, 24 bales. So I guess I can stop now. So we're still storing silage, I think, since we are
Unless the price has changed.
331. I think we saw 400 at one time, didn't we?
It depends, yeah.
We had seen 400, and then by the time we got there, it was 390 or something. But now we're talking about vintage. Cromwell was talking about someone who runs a farm with all vintage equipment.
Oh yeah.
And I think he's the same person or maybe a different one. And it was all vintage and it was all Russian. You know, there's all different constraints you can put on yourself in this game and just keep going forever.
Well, I mean, you could do a hardcore survival mode if you wanted to.
Yeah, but you can restrict yourself to certain brands or, you know, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, like we could stick to Canadian-only brands.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that's possible though.
Yeah, I'm
There
not
isn't a
sure.
lot of Canadian brands of farm equipment, I don't think.
No. Yoink.
Oh, we're full.
How did I get them all loaded? It's an auto-load trailer, Howie. I got them loaded just by driving near them.
Hey, get off my swaths.
Wow. I like the way you run
Look
in
at
this
it.
game. You just go
It's
like Speedy Gonzalez.
oh, I'm in mid mode, so
Yeah.
silage is going up in
Oops.
price. I love when I get assigned a COVID case and I can follow up with them immediately, and they're very friendly and forthcoming with their information.
Hmm.
Some people are just very like they don't want to have this conversation with you, and
Yeah. Oh, geez, here's a bale way over here. I never even saw this one hiding in this field. And I guess if you have someone who remembers where they were, you know,
the last 14 days.
or the last 12 hours, you know. I think I went out yesterday. Or was it the day before? No, that was my brother who went out the day before. Do you want to talk to him? No. No, we're good. So Howie, yes, this is how I get them all in there. This is all I've ever known for loading bales. I'm not sure what other people do. But I've lived a sheltered life since beating vendor here.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, what do other people? How do other people load bales? Do they actually get out and pick them up or something? Or
Oh, they use a bale fork.
yeah. That great.
Like the original way of doing it in this game is to use a bale fork, just like in real life,
Yeah.
and load them one at a time onto a trailer.
Yeah. And then somebody said, "Well,
But the problem is that you know it would be funner to use a bale fork if they would just like snap into place. And I suppose if you wanted to make it more realistic, you could use the auto load trailer and a bale fork and just like park the trailer in the middle of the field and then like, you know, load them all.
drive near it with the bale fork."
Drive up and load them all. Yeah.
Yeah. To do. Yoink.
I can't decide what I like more, baling or cutting. I think I like cutting more. I don't know. I really like baling.
I will leave the baling of that field to you then.
Ah. Okay.
Because I think the other one, the whatever, the south field,
But you have to see how
needs.
nicely of a job I've done on cutting this field.
I
It's
can see.
beautiful. I don't
I
even
know.
want to bale it. I just want to leave it.
Take a photo. Use your drone. Take a photo, and it is nice.
You cut a field a few times and then you finally figure out the best
Hmm.
way, you know?
But I think the south field needs. Does it need fertilizing or something?
The grass?
No, the whatever we call the field.
Canola?
Our new field. Yeah.
I've already fertilized it.
Okay.
Yep, it's all good. Weeded and fertilized.
Oh
Just
yeah.
gotta let it grow now.
Okay.
Yeah, in my stupor of not sleeping, I was up early and I was like, I'm gonna put canola down.
Well, then why don't I go do some contracts and make us some money, some fertilizing contracts?
I mean, you could bale if you wanted in this field.
No, but you like baling.
I don't mind. If you want to go do something else,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I will. What do we got for fertilizing? We've got $4,000, really? Oh yeah, four is not bad. Okay. Okay, so let's take that one. And then let's do a clear the contracts and do new contracts because I don't see any fertilizing one. The others. Clear them. And oh look! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more fertilizer contracts, and oh, and 1, 2, 3 weeding. It's all, oh, that's good. Weeding pays well too. I sound like one of the characters from The Simpsons. Which one? Oh, you've quit your game to the last save because you messed up loading blog spells. Oh.
Sun's going down.
Yes, yes. If I'm going to do a fertilizing contract, I better. So 4, 9, 21, 23, 27, 29, 30. 4, 9. Let me write these down here. With my brain like a sieve here. 4, 9, 21, 23, 27, 29, 30. Because 4 I got. 9 is, yeah. 21. Oh, 23 looks weird. Oh, I'll do 29 and 30. They're just up the road. And they are right next to each other. So that'll be easy. Just keep going.
Can we buy those yet?
No, we
Do
did
we have
not.
enough money?
Yes, we do. Thinks we do. 29, 30 are... They are 500,000. Do we have 500,000? No.
Oh,
No,
we do not.
we have 500,000. Kent Brockman, the news anchor. Yeah. I've been told I have a CBC voice. Okay, so...
Yeah, you do sound like Kent Brockman. Incredible. Are you secretly a voice actor and you just don't want to tell us?
I could be. I could be. Well, a friend of mine, actually, he was a radio... He's a DJ, Workman John here in Ottawa. And he has a similar sound. He has a studio, and he kept saying, I can get you jobs, you know. I can get you gigs.
You could totally be a voice actor.
Well, my first step is to get my ass going in gear and get moving on all the things, all the stuff I've set up so far. Oh, I've got a call from Lisa Mossman. This is interesting.
Oh, I'm missing it, aren't I? Yep. I really want to get back into Red Dead Redemption. I was really getting into it, and then my PC crashed and I had to reinstall Windows.
It was a political call. There we go. Right there. Right there now. No, it was well. They were calling. They were calling to update my credit card information. I said, yeah, that was an email I sent about 4 months ago. It's been fixed since now. Oh, okay. I said, how about the change of address? Oh, no, we don't have that. Oh, can I confirm? No, no, I've sent an email in with the old address and the new address. So eventually someone will get to that and you'll change it. So bye now. Bye now. Sorry. Where are we here?
All right. Are you going to do some cutting? Do you want this harvester?
No, I'm gonna do some fertilizing.
Okay.
4 and 29 and 30 because they're together. 21. 21 and 23 are together. It was our friendly NDP rep.
Yeah, I always get their calls, and I'm like, just leave me alone.
You know, it's like, okay, I am donating to you monthly, a small amount. But if you keep calling me for a little bit extra, I'll stop altogether.
And I'm more like, I don't donate. I don't want to donate. But if you keep calling me, I'm not going to vote for you.
Yeah. So, well, then I tell them, in fact, I said, well, hopefully they don't see on my file that at one point, a number of elections ago, I actually was a candidate manager, like a campaign manager in one of our ridings here. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's cool.
That was interesting. That was fun. And it was a liberal, back and forth liberal conservative riding. Conservative for a number of years because it was sort of in the country, and as more and more people moved in, it became more and more liberal. As more and more houses got built up, and we split the vote actually. So I think the liberal guy lost and the conservative guy didn't. So he really was angry with us for being such bad people to split the vote. Like, oh well, sucks to be you.
I used to vote conservative for a long time. And then I learned about politics, and I stopped voting conservative.
Yeah.
I learned about politics and what it means to be a basic, decent human being, and I
Yeah.
stopped voting conservative.
Well, the problem with this, we were a riding that wasn't going to make any difference, so you didn't get a lot of support. I mean,
Right.
you know, when you don't have a lot of support to give out, you have to prioritize, but it still was annoying to beg for stuff. Keeners ran it out of the candidate's dining room. He wouldn't go door to door because he didn't like bothering people.
I'm going to try bailing at 1.55 and see if the trailer will take it. I'll just do a couple like that, and we'll just test it out.
1.5 is an option.
There's 1.5, there's 1.1, 1.3, 1.55, and 1.8.
And what have we got? We've got 1.3, don't we?
1.3 is usually the default.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But if we can do 1.55, it'll be better because you can fit more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which means you do less, right?
Yeah. Ah, Calzone 2010. Thank you for the follow, or just Cal's. Cal's, are you from? Is that a California thing? We're just guessing here. But hi, and welcome to the stream. We are. It's later in the day. We are somewhere in Canada. More specifically, somewhere in Western Canada. I'm heading off to do some fertilizing contracts, and Vendertron is
Hello.
working on the field.
Yeah, bailing.
Bailing.
Not streaming. So, sorry you have to deal with Raven.
Ah, well.
We all know what a pain in the ass he is.
Yeah. Oh, the stream I did yesterday, this great big long stream I had of 7 hours, because I left the computer
Jeez,
just.
what a marathon.
Well, I just let it running. I said, "Oh, I gotta go make some lunch. I'll be back." And I think you were on talking or something, so I was like, "Yeah, whatever." The in the first between 29, I think 29 seconds and 51 seconds at the beginning, you were playing The Cure, something Little Devil, I think, by The Cure.
What?
Because I think I had joined at the beginning of it. I think what I must have done is I must have joined your stream,
Okay.
and YouTube said, "Oh, well, we're gonna have to slap your wrist, and you are not allowed to monetize on that whole 7 hours because of this 30-second thing." So I thought, oh well, I'll
Was
just
it
go.
music?
Yeah, it was music. It was just because I think you
Oh.
had music playing, I guess, in your background. But then I went into.
Oh, because you had my. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But then I went into YouTube. They have an edit option, and well, if it's over 6 hours, they won't let you edit it because it's too big for their buffers. So, oh well. I mean, it's no big
All
deal, but
right,
it was like,
1.5 is not supported, so
oh, that sucks. What
it
makes them?
has to be 1.3.
Why make them bigger? Stuff like the TMR mixer are based on the standard 1.3. Yeah. Well, not only that, but if you make them bigger, then you can waste hours and hours and develop ulcers just trying to get the damn things to fit into
Well, if they're
auto
bigger,
loaders.
it's larger bales, which means less bales to move,
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
means you can fit more on the trailer, which means it's more efficient.
Yes. However,
So there's a couple that I'm gonna have to manually load, but that's okay. For science,
okay, I want 29 and 30 and 21, 23. Oh, that's these two. Yeah, so these two are connected. They are right here. Oops. Oops. A bit of a. Oh, there'd be a nice slope on this one. This will be fun. Your doctor says you shouldn't be driving. Your auto insurance went up. Oh, insurance companies have access. Ah, well, that sucks. I got my eyes done. My sister went through the same thing. You get your eyes done, and you no longer need corrective lenses, but you have to get your. If you get cataracts removed, they put in lenses that work. Then you no longer need to drive with corrective lenses, but you have to get that changed on your license because if you get pulled over, as far as the cop's concerned, you don't have your glasses on. But if you put them on, you'll be blind. So just coordinating, getting a test after and coordinating with the powers that be.
I'm never taking off these moccasins.
You'll be
Never.
You'll be sleeping in them tonight, I bet. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops, I keep wandering on this damn thing.
Great job weeding yesterday, by the way.
Ah, thank you. But it didn't really seem to help the soybeans. They still looked weird today.
I think you're fine.
But it's cheaper.
It was a theory. It was a
It
theory.
was a theory,
right?
yeah. And it works fine, and it's cheaper than using
It is cheaper.
fertilizer. You said you bought it, and it wasn't that. Can't see it
Yes.
being very expensive. Looks like a bunch of bed frame with springs sticking out that you just drag behind it.
We could have just tore the fluff out of your mattress and
There
put
we
that
go.
behind the
There we
tractor.
go. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Ah, yes. That's a. You can certainly share the link onto my Discord if you want. Once you do, if you put your mods on a Google Drive, be interesting to see what people's favorite mods are. Whoops. Be interesting if I could stop wandering all over the map now. Let's get over here like this, and just get there like that. They're all funny shaped fields. Yeah, we should buy. Well, we should make more money and buy this. If we sell the silage, once we sell the silage, I'm sure we'll be rolling in dough.
You mean 2930?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good plot of land. It's
Yes.
a pretty good size field even
Yeah.
if we just combine the two and then yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. And then we'd really be raking in the dough. And then we could get stuff to make corn silage, which I priced it out and we need about $1 million. So
Ah.
the other thing is the forage harvester. I think that we would purchase to make corn silage. We could actually use it to cut fields too. So we could sell or not renew the lease for the harvester that we have and just use that one instead. I think the headers fit onto that. I'm not sure.
The forage harvester? Why? What's the difference? What is a forage harvester then? This is
Forage harvester is I don't know. I don't know how it's different. I just know that that's what you need for corn silage.
Oh, that sort of worked. Yeah, I'm not sure what my favorite mods are. I think that the auto loading unloading has to be pretty high on my list.
Definitely up there.
Yeah, and the straw me and straw in missions or whatever. That's not
For me, it's the lawnmower.
well.
We've been
Yeah,
through this already.
yeah. Which lawnmower? I noticed there's like a little. You look like a
All
deal.
of them.
It's looking like a dealership now.
I
It's like
love all of them.
it's like as you can walk out. Which one do I want to drive today?
Eeny, meeny,
Eeny,
miny,
miny,
mo.
mo. Yeah. Yes. Do you think you have too many? Well, that's a silly question. That'd be like asking.
Well, I only have 2.
I thought there was that. Oh, there's a big one. A big mower too. Forage harvester shreds the crop into chaff to be used to make silage. Yeah, so that kind of ruins it for everybody else.
We'll probably need both then.
Oops, did we get that? I think we got that. Hmm. The Nox 19-meter mower, the Nox 19-meter windrower. Ah, he likes those. Yes. I'm squinting at this stream for some reason. I realized why. Need my hat. and it's more farmer-like. Oops.
The mittens, did I tell you about the mittens that I got too?
Oh, again, lined
So
with.
I bought these moccasins, but the business that makes them, like everything is handmade by um, this indigenous community in northern Quebec.
Was that
They had it.
Taparasat thing or
What's that?
something? Tapasat or? Oh, never mind. There was
I'm not
one I'd
sure. I
bought
can
from.
send you the website.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, they in the clearance part of the web page, they had mittens that had fur cuffs on them, and they were regular like $90, marked down to like 30.
Ah.
So I picked myself up a pair, and they're actually really nice. I'm excited to use them next winter.
Waiting for winter,
They're
yeah.
gonna be they're gonna be really great for hiking too.
Mm. Yeah, these two would be so nice joined because they're such a dopey shape.
We'll buy them and join them.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that today. I don't know if we'll make enough.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I'm not gonna make a lot. We would have to sell all the. We'd have to. The big money maker is still gonna be selling the silage, and it's
Yeah.
3:30. That up or down?
Everybody, she don't know she's beautiful.
Getting there. We're getting there. I'll have to refuel before I head out, though. Hmm. 30 is finished. Which one's 30? The one behind me. Well, then this will be 29, and 29 will be done when I do this. Hopefully. Maybe. There we go. 6,000, 5.6, and 5.6. Okay. Your vehicle.
Huh?
Just reading what Uncle Howie is saying. Usual for any game that allows console mods. My vehicle workshop is broken. Animal dialogue. Can't crouch or jump. You don't know if a mod triggered this or what. Lone Arc Oak Farm RIP. Well, that sucks.
It's probably a mod issue because I didn't report any issues and am running Lone Oak. Is it on console?
Yeah, I think he's using console.
Oh, that might be why.
It's like, yeah, we support console. Mostly. Except for when we don't.
Yep. Have to move a bunch of furniture tomorrow for my aunt and uncle.
Hmm.
Which is like, I'm not sure if I want to because I think my foot is still kind of healing.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if that'll be a good idea, but I've already kind of committed to it, so.
You don't want to relapse. Yeah.
Well, I'll find out.
Yeah, see, that's almost $4,000 worth of fertilizer to make 10,000. 11,000. It was 11,000 that I got for the 2 jobs, but I used about $4,000 worth of fertilizer. So
It might almost be advantageous to weed with the mechanical weeder. Crops that need weeding.
but I'm not sure whether the. Oh, you mean on our crops or other contracts? Because I'm not sure if contracts let you do that.
Right. Depends whether or not they want you to spray.
Yeah.
I mean, the most lucrative thing now is to harvest and bale.
Yes. Yes, that's true. But I'll go do these two. These two are 21, 23, 19,000, 20,000. You don't mind removing all the mods. You don't want to lose all that money in equipment. Yeah, I mean, you resell them. Supposedly, if you resell them at the shop, you make more money than reselling them at random at the field, but it's a pain in the ass. You have to reset everything to the shop and then drop it all in the little square and sell everything. Because if you if you just disable them and start the game up, then they disappear, I assume. And if you re-enable them, it doesn't. Like if you had a trailer and you disabled it, the table would disappear when you started the game. And if you re-enabled it and started the game again, it's not going to magically put the trailer back, I don't think. Am I going for a drive again? Yeah, I am going for a drive. I don't know why I do this. Yeah, I head down the road and I head down here. I got it stuck in my head. Yep, turn left, go down the highway. No, just turn right, then turn left and go down the highway. So, not sure what you can do, Howie. I guess, well, like you said, you resell everything. Start again. Get a bite guard for grinding your teeth because of it.
So my mother has taken it upon herself to knit slippers.
Ooh.
And she's selling them on Facebook. And so far, she's had $300 worth of orders in the last week alone.
Wow. Well, are these Fentex slippers like they did decades ago?
Got this. No, they're just knitted slippers with a double sole, so they don't wear.
Oh, okay. Because that fake.
And she's selling them for $16 a pair, and she's got this underground black market slipper operation going on. It's wild.
And how long does it take her to make slippers? Like at $16 a pair?
She can whip up a pair in like a day. Less than a day.
Oh, okay. So it's not a good hourly rate, but on the other hand, it's knitting, which can be sort of just something you do while you're doing something else.
Well, she's just doing it anyways.
Yeah.
And I think it makes her feel good that she's making a little extra money.
Yeah. Oh, you're loving the map. Yeah, that sucks.
Is that Cromwell?
No, Uncle Howie on the Lone Oak. They crashed. Just a simple restart solved the issue. All right.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Sometimes that's all that's needed.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm fertilizing 23 and it's already been fertilized. Oh well. Not my circus. Maybe they're just trying to launder money, so. Oh, let's see if I can not hit this tower. There we go. maybe there would be good. My sister-in-law included me in a distribution list with some of her family members with that YouTube video that you had sent me that I sent out about the which the difference between vaccines.
Oh, like how to understand
Yeah,
efficacy?
yeah, which was kind of funny.
That's good.
It was like, good, Roseanne. I said, thank you. I said, but I've
It's a
already.
good I think it's a good video. It's a good explanation of how randomized control trials consider efficacy, and it's not the same way as it's being portrayed in the media.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
so she put a bunch of her side of the family, all of whom coincidentally I'm related to, but we won't go into that. Cousins, eh? Cousins.
You know, come to think of it, there's only a couple of cousins that I actually speak to now.
Oh, what did you do?
Most of them have sort of drifted away.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, that happens in families. When you get older, you choose people because they're friends, not because you're necessarily related. You're just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you you mature and then you sort of learn what kind of person they really are.
Yeah.
Then you just sort of drift apart
Yeah.
based on perspectives and interests and
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, last row. Here we go.
Oh, he gives lone oak an F grade on trees.
Oh yeah.
They're hard to remove.
I Lone Oak is nice, but it's they didn't really develop the road structure and the trees all that well.
Hmm.
It's a very good map for like giving you a wide open spaces, Wyoming kind of feel.
Hmm. Well, this map, there's a there's an interchange right here by the shop that is a real pain, but we've added a ramp and another access road sort of thing. So there's a ways to
Mm-hmm.
get from here to there.
The only other gripe I have is the accessing Providence Grain on the far east side of the map. There needs to be a main road that goes
Oh, rather than through some,
across the river,
yeah.
and there isn't. So, but other than that, I really like the layout. Um, I like that they've got trees and stuff. It's quite nice. So, you're going to be super jealous. I had just enough, perfect amount of straw to make another bale.
Ah, probably had some in your lunchbox or something, just saving it. You stashed it under a tree somewhere.
All right, this field is done. Baled, cut and baled. I'm going to test to see if I can store the straw from the soybean into this empty straw shed now.
Uh, Well, this is interesting. It doesn't show me. Maybe we turn that off. There we go. It needs to be, part of it needs to be weeded, and that was overlaying, but I realized you can turn these things off. So I turned the weed off, and now I just see the fertilizing. Good. Before COVID, my brother used to have huge. His wife's family is a huge French Canadian family, so he would host Christmas, and he'd have. Well, he's got a professional size, like a restaurant size stove with an oven underneath, but really big, and the biggest turkey he could get, and the butcher would sew two additional legs onto the turkey.
Delicious.
Delicious. So.
What made you think of that?
Don't know. I think I'm just hungry.
Oh, me too. I'm excited. We're having Korean barbecue again tonight.
Ah.
So I'm going to stuff my face, except I'm not making the potatoes because those are deadly. Oh, you know what? I think there's a little bit left in the fridge.
Oh. Nobody snuck it out?
It's possible that my dad already ate it. He's sneaky like that.
You could mislabel things, but he might peek anyways, be suspicious.
No, he's pretty lazy. Like, he doesn't actually look in the fridge.
Raw pig's nostrils. Okay, we're not gonna open this.
Like, if the ketchup is not in the middle shelf right in front of him, he can't find it. Like, oh, it's not there. I don't know where it is. Well, look, pull something out. Maybe it's behind another bottle. Like, God damn it. All right, here goes the ultimate test. We're going to see if these soy straw bales go into the straw shed.
Oh, so you did the 1.5s, did you? Or 1.33?
Do not go into the straw shed.
Sorry, you did some 1.33s? And you were able to pick them up?
I did 1.3. Yeah, 1.3 you're able to pick up. It's the 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
that's our sad life, then.
Oh, that's fascinating. Oh, I see how you can move the whole thing. That is...
Oh, yeah, just lift... Yeah, isn't that cool? Just lift the row.
That is so weird.
You just... If you want to... What he's doing, he's discovering if you want to unload a row of bales on this trailer, then you just move the mouse and the whole row just goes up in the air, and then you move the mouse, the whole row goes sideways, and then it goes down on the ground. It's pretty cool.
And how do you...
And then you press Y again, and it lets go. Is that the question?
Yeah. This is odd. This is so odd. Oh, there. Okie dokie. Well, that is awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you can't get them off the baler, but you can get them
That's
off the
cool
tray.
because you can kind of you can put them around and
Yeah.
make it kind of like interesting, not just all in the same shed all the time. That's fun. I like that. Because we're not gonna. The straw is at $64. We don't want to sell it.
Mm.
It's not gonna be.
Where's silage? 3:30. Silage is not going anywhere, is it?
Silage.
Well, like village. Silage for the village.
That is so interesting how you can just
Move
take them off
move the
and just
bales.
plop
Yeah.
them there.
It's a funny field. It's
Just so nice and tidy. Tidy, not tutty.
I got to get out and see what the hell is growing in this field. So it's growing back here. Cotton, 100%. Oh, 100% weeds. Oh, well, that'll do it. Do you have all the mods off? Sorry.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I know. I just how he's saying he's got all the mods off and he can try installing the problem mods. Yeah. I mean, how do you know which ones are problem though? I guess you go one at a time and then.
Trial by error.
Is there
Yep,
not
one at a
a?
time.
Is there a log? Is there a system log that shows? No.
Console, that's going to be a little tricky, yeah.
Oh, somebody in a forum said maybe seasons. Okay.
I've heard that Seasons is quite buggy. Time is it? 4 o'clock. Okie dokie. Oh, I gotta take that one. Fail.
The dash,
One
the dash,
single
the hyphen or the dash shows an LTOG, a log. trees may force him to quit the map. Well, oh, that's right, because you're logging, so. Too bad.
I can't pick this bale up.
Hmm. Be nice if there was a better way to rate the mods and leave some feedback, like some good feedback as to, this map is bad for trees, good for this.
Mm-hmm.
Little pop-ups on Steam. Tuxie Trap is now playing Sea of Thieves. That's my grandson.
I love Sea of Thieves.
So does he.
I need to go sailing. My brother and I have taken to fishing in that game.
Ah.
Fishing is a lot of fun. It's very peaceful.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the sunset and the water in that game is so beautiful.
Hmm.
It's incredible. Okay, let me see now. I will be right back.
Try to miss that. With our wing here. Mm-hmm. Oops. Get over here. Get over here, you little devil. Get over. just looking at that tree. I didn't really want to catch that tree. Bit more like that. That'll do her. And we're going to run out of fertilizer. We're going to have to go back. So, yeah. The best way to make money in this is to harvest, keep the straw, sell the straw. You seem to make more money selling the straw than you do from the contract. Even with the bonus grain with the contract, but it's nice to get the bonus. Well, Is it better or worse now? Now, apparently, Cromwell, trees, but the motor counter sunk them. Oh, I know, I saw that. I saw that. It was, yeah. Oops. Oh well, we'll do this thing like this then. We'll go like that. So apparently, you can say "she-it," but you can't say "runt." Sorry. Well, that makes sense. Not. Okay, 21's finished. Okay. 23. Still up for grabs. Where on 23? Oh, a couple of passes. Sort of. Won't be too bad. Yeah, won't be too bad. But I can run out of fertilizer. Shit. Well, we'll do a bit, I guess, but I'm going to run out of fertilizer. Yeah, I may as well go over here to the end to do this. See what happens here. Now on my game, I've that replenishment thing looks like a shipping container, and I use it in mine to replenish. I put it up in the middle of my map, so when I do contracts up there, or I've got a field up there, I can just get more fertilizer from there. I haven't checked the prices. Allegedly, this is more expensive, but I think maybe it's 10% more. Wobble, 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 and we're done. Oh. And we've got this contract is 80%, so. Somebody's silo. Buy this property, you get a silo, so. So it's not that bad a drive to get back. No, we have no AI traffic. Oops, where am I going? I'm going up here. Ah! Okay, we're good. Just a bit of a wobble there. Just a bit of a wobble. Nothing to see. We're all good here. Where are we at? We are at 50% repair. So we can, I believe, we can do this. We can fill it. Okay. And then we can go here, I think. Not sure where the shop. There, maybe? Ah, it is. It is there. Repair. Do I need to customize? I don't think so. I think I've got the biggest engine. I've got the 270, 245, 270. Yeah, that's it. I got the front loader, I got the tires, wide tires and weights, and I got the tires that I like, so we're good. Good. We are good here. Oh, but I was going to, what was I going to do? I was going to get more fertilizer on the way out. That's nice. He was able to stack those, and the big fat bale. So the modder is a troll. He has floating trees. So which modder? The modder for what? The modder for the Lone Oak map? Sorry. Start filling. Fertilizer. Well, I mean, he's not a troll in the sense that to be trolling on it for comments. He's just a troll in the yeah, it's just a derogatory term of you troll, you. That sucks, really, but that's my only issue. It's hard on that. It looks to be hard on the Farm Sim mod site to give feedback or leave comments or find out if or get in touch with a developer to see what the hell is working or not. or with a particular, how do I get this to work? We were talking too that it should be mandatory. If you're doing a mod, if you're putting a mod in there, mandatory should be a README file that says, a few lines, this mod does blah, blah, blah. And to activate this feature, press this, and this feature says this. Nothing extensive, just a hint. I'm not sure where you put the rating. Yeah, I'm going to finish this job and then I'm going to cancel the other one. Stop. I like going up this ramp here. I think Fender went up it with maybe just with a truck on a trailer. He caught some air. So I'm going up here, aren't I? To 23? Yeah, to finish 23. So... just driving through this guy's crop. I don't think he minds. I think he's okay with this. I think there's some good harvesting contracts too. Let's see what we have. I won't take any, but wheat on 2, wheat on 3, barley on 11, 2, 3, 11, 13, 16. Oh yeah. Hmm. Where am I? Well, I'm here. Well, there it is. Okay. And to see where the edge of the world is. It says, yeah, first you need to unfold it. I did unfold it, I just was a little early. Okay. Here we go. So there's a screen there that I think is doing something, but I'm not sure what. Oh, that raises and lowers the sprayer. Okay. Good to know. Maybe, whoops, maybe there. How's that look? How's that look? Okay, how about there? That good? Jeez. Pick a spot, Gramps. So, yes, contracts for feeding and fertilizing contracts are good, but yeah, the best seems to be straw meat. I guess the best would be harvesting somebody's soybean. I'm not sure if the straw meat would work on somebody else's map. The straw meat forces straw from crops that don't normally have it on your own map, like soybeans and I think maybe sunflowers, but um, you threw the tree into the river. Which map is this, Cromwell? I can't remember. Are you on the? You're not on the Lone Oak, are you? Oh, huh. Well, I haven't had to deal with trees, so I can't remember what the trees were like on here. I don't think we've. I think all we've done so far is just trim some branches that were hanging into a field too much. Huh. How are we doing here? How are you doing? Hmm. We may or may not get our 100% on this round here. We go up like that, maybe. Oh yeah, this is the one that's got weeds at one end and then not. Hmm. Oh, okay, so there's a lumberjack mod to delete the trees. What, you just use landscaping to get rid of them? That's too bad that you have to resort to tomfoolery and trickery. Just to get the better of the game. Where are we in this? We are at... Oh, I'm looking there. I'm thinking, wait a minute. Oh, 23 is done. Stop. Definitely done now. Yes, almost ran into there. Okay, so we need to go back home, and I think going back, that's interesting. It looks like the road, that's interesting. Does that go across there? I don't think so. Pretty sure no. Oh, that's an auger. They got an auger on their thing. Hmm. Some of the fields. You cut them instead of falling where they disappear. Some of the fields. Sorry, some of the fields don't make sense in terms of shape. I mean, yes. I mean, there's ones like this. Like a real farmer would clear that shit. I'm not sure whether there's a little ditch there or not. Or this, there's a road here, and there's a tree, and you go up and around this. But maybe the game just wants you to buy the field and improve it. So you buy this, you cut that tree down, and you plow back and forth, and then you buy. Let's see, what do you do with 26? Let's do lands. Yeah. So you buy 25, 24, 25, and 26. So maybe you blend them together. But I like their slopes too, because it's fun chasing bales. Is it not? Yeah. So what time is it? Oh, it's 6:24. So I think I'm gonna take this back, wash it, park it, and then make some supper. And maybe I'll be on later this evening. So we did this, which is sort of a ramp. And there's also this road that loops around that field and hooks up to the highway. That's a pretty good interchange concept. Oh yeah, I had another contract open that I think I'm just going to cancel. Yucky. Was this in a shed? It was in a shed. Oh. Hmm. I guess there's room. Maybe there's room. No, not that one. I want to put in the next one. No, I don't want to do it anywhere. I just want to do this. I just want to be lazy and pull through. For now. I'll just dump it for now. Oh, lots of bales. I wonder where silage is, or straw for that matter. So let's look at the prices. So silage is $3.29. Doesn't really seem to be going anywhere. Straw is $64. Neither is going anywhere. So I think the game knows we have a lot stockpiled. So yes, I'm gonna park this. It's 6:30 here. I'm gonna have supper now rather than having it 8 o'clock. And either I will be back on or Vendertron, so you can either follow me on Twitch at RavensView or Vendertron at VENDORTRON. So, thank you for farming with me. Good luck with your trials and tribulations on your own version of the farms, and stay safe, stay away from each other, and we'll see you later on. So, ta-ta for now, my friends.